get ready to twirl some puzzles around the floor as we word waltz and some samba the night away with strictly letters and numbers. I'm Richard Morecroft, and two people who never put a foot wrong. Firstly, the numerically nimble Lily Serna.
Hey, Richard.
Now, Lily, I know you like to dance because you've talked about it in the past, and you've also said that you haven't actually done any kind of proper choreographed dancing, but, you know, has that changed?
Actually, that has changed. I've recently gone to a Zumba class.
Zumba?
Yeah, it's like that Latin, I guess it's cross between exercise and dancing. It's
yeah, certainly extremely energetic, but choreographed.
Yeah, it was choreographed. But, you know, when everyone else was going left, I was going right, so it was...
Actually, many, many years ago, I had some dancing lessons and not Zumba, you know, like more ballroom dancing, and I wasn't very good at all. But I'm so impressed with my brother Andrew and his wife Wendy. They've been going to dancing lessons now, and, you know, they get out on the dance floor and they kind of twirl and they do these great steps. Their choreography is really impressive.
That'd be nice.
Welcome, Lily.
Thank you.
And the light-footed linguist, David Astle.
Hey, Richard. Thank you.
Do you actually trip the light fantastic around the dance floor?
Well, I've got a very fine left foot, and unfortunately I've got another fine left foot. That's two left feet.
So, you know, not sparkling dance performance.
No, but there is a phrase, I understand, that's creeping into the language called dad dancing, and that describes anything that's embarrassing that parents try and do, that the younger generation do, and I think that might apply to when I try and cut it up on the floor.
Oh, well, let's enjoy a little bit of a waltz around the words tonight. Welcome, David.
Thank you.
And elegantly crossing the puzzle floor tonight, our contestants. And first up, our carryover champion, software engineer, Jeff Bailey. Hello again, Jeff.
Good evening, Richard.
Now, we were talking last night about the fact that you had competed in a mathematics Olympiad, but that mathematics competition, in fact, really has kind of flowed into the type of work that you do, hasn't it?
Exactly. I work as a computer programmer for the maths department at Sydney Uni in developing a computational algebra system, which is essentially software to help people calculate with mathematical objects which are a bit more esoteric and interesting than just basic numbers.
You know what? I think we'll stick with the basic numbers tonight, but I'm sure you'll do well with those as well. Welcome back, Jeff. And tonight's challenger is university student and trivia enthusiast, Eddie Hill. Hello, Eddie.
Hello.
Now, you're part of a trivia team, which I think has a very interesting name.
Yeah, well, every Wednesday we go down to the local pub for a trivia, and it's called Dringus and Drangus Comedy Team, and it's from a TV show called Tim and Eric, and yeah, very much so an enthusiast.
And where did that kind of trivia enthusiasm come from? Is it something you've always enjoyed?
Just being bored on a Wednesday night, I think, and looking for some brain,
A little bit of brain activity.
Yeah.
That's what we plan to give you tonight.
Exactly.
So welcome. Wish them well, please, Jeff Bailey and Eddie Hill. So pens and paper at the ready as we begin with the letters game. And Jeff, you know what to do now.
I'd like to start with the consonant.
Sure. Let's start with L.
And a vowel, thank you.
O.
Another vowel.
E.
And a third vowel.
I.
Back to the consonants.
F.
Another consonant.
D.
Another consonant.
M.
Another consonant.
T.
And a final consonant.
And last letter, R.
Thanks, Lily. First thinking time. So, your first letter selection, Jeff, how did you go?
I've got a 7.
7 sounds good. Eddie?
6.
Let's begin there.
Filter.
And your 7, Jeff?
Trefoil.
That's an interesting one, David.
It's a beautiful word. It describes a little like a clover pattern, if you like, but also trefoil in Gothic churches as well, shape of a frame. And getting back to dad dancing, there is old timer in here, but that's only with a hyphen, so flirted is another 7.
Very nice indeed. 7 points for Jeff. More letters, and Eddie, it's your first choice this time.
Can I have a consonant, please?
Sure. Let's start with N.
And a vowel, please.
A.
And a consonant, please.
S.
And a vowel.
E.
And another vowel, please.
I.
And a consonant.
C.
And another consonant, please.
G.
And a vowel, please.
O.
And a consonant, please.
And lastly, N.
Here's the clock. How many that time, Eddie?
A wrapped 6.
A wrapped 6 sounds good. Jeff?
I'll try an 8.
Oh, okay. Hold on to that for a moment. What was the wrapped 6?
Casing.
Casing, nicely wrapped. And your 8, Jeff?
Canoeing.
David, that's not a bad one.
That's a great 8. Well done. Canoeing, it's hard to see without ing. And Eddie, there was a spare en to use for encasing, which would also been an 8. But both there for 8. And canonise, another 8 there, Richard.
Nicely found, David, but well done to Jeff with those 8 points. Our first numbers for the night coming up now. Between 5 and 10 points are up for grabs here, provided that our contestants get within at least 10 of the target number. And Jeff, you've been making all sorts of choices all over the place in terms of combination. What unpredictably are you going to do this time?
I'll go for another different one for the 3 large and 3 small, please.
Thanks, Jeff. 3 large and 3 small. And starting with the smalls, 3, 6, 2, and the 3 large, 75, 25, and 50. The target to reach is 933.
Let's chase it. Well, Jeff, that looked a bit of a challenging one. How did you go?
931.
2 away. Well done. What about you, Eddie?
925.
You're still in the scoring zone, but a little bit further away. Bad luck, unfortunately. So, Jeff, what did you do?
75 times 6 is 450.
75 by 6 is 450.
Plus 3 is 453.
Plus 3 is 453.
Times 2 is 906.
Is 906.
Add the 25, 931.
And the 25 is 931. Well done.
Well, that was a very nice bit of working from Jeff there, Lily. 931, 2 away. Could you get any closer?
I think Jeff did a great job getting to 931 in that time frame. I didn't get there to 933, but maybe I can have a bit of a think about it over the break and get back to you.
Okay, you don't like to let these beat you, do you? Okay, have a think over the break and we'll see what you can come up with. But Jeff did a great job and scored 7 points. So at the moment, Jeff is leading on 22 and we're heading for our first break, your first word mix for tonight. It's coin raft and the clue, not whole and not allowed on the show. See you after the break.